Greetings, Formula One enjoyers, and welcome to the American Grand Prix, everyone! America, F yeah! Don't worry, I don't have anything against America. I'm not going to discuss politics here. This is just a fun video, a fun and short and sweet video. No politics allowed. Now, this race I didn't have to get up early for, as it takes place at COTA, aka Circuit of the Americas. COTA became the track of choice for the United States Grand Prix since 2012, when F1 still had the screaming V8s, which I actually prefer over the V10s, by the way. I know some of you are probably going to bring out your torches and pitchforks and probably scream obscenities at me at the comments, but I actually do prefer the V8s over the V10s. It's an unpopular opinion, by the way. So yeah, the USGP had gone through several tracks, including Indianapolis, which it had a roval layout that is still being used for the Sancio Indy GP, and, well, the tire rack battled up the bricks to this very day. But anyways, this year's USGP begins with the formation lap to get to the grid, as expected for Formula One, as Formula One has grid starts instead of rolling starts because it's a test to see how good of a launch you would get from the get-go, and Max Verstappen jumping to the lead. He even manages to hold off both the McLaren boys. Oh man, McLaren needs to clean up their act, because Verstappen is getting better and better. And the race gets yellow flagged as Albon becomes a track hazard. Norris fell back to third due to a poor start, which means that Leclerc is in second. Yes! Hamilton is also in fourth. Leclerc is trying his best to hold off Norris. The battle for second continues, and Leclerc is not willing to give up second. And Antonelli gets involved with Carlos Sainz, which means the race gets yellow flagged, but at least no safety car gets deployed, which is a good thing. Antonelli is under investigation by the stewards for causing a collision. Verstappen continues to lead. Wow, there's nothing that can stop him. So far, not much is going on, which is why a lot of these Formula One race reviews are short. There's not much to explain here. Leclerc still manages to hold off second from Lando Norris. Lando Norris gets another track limit infringement penalty as he attempts to pass Charles Leclerc. Norris manages to get past Leclerc, but he still has those penalties. Yeah, keep in mind, he cut track limits a few times. So yeah, not good for the McLaren boys. Leclerc and Hamilton are now racing each other, and Leclerc decided to pit in. Hamilton is now in third. He might get his comeback. Yes! He won't win, but third is still great, as, well, it's Formula One. If you get third, that's a podium finish. That is a good result. Third is a big deal in Formula One, guys. Ocon makes his pit stop. On lap 28, Verstappen still leads and has a 10-second lead gap over Norris. Pierre Gasly comes down to pit road. Hamilton decides to make his pit stop on lap 31. Norris is next to come down to pit road. Russell makes his pit stop, and Leclerc is back in second. Nico Hülkenberg joins in alongside him. And the race gets yellow flagged again as Bearman spins out in front of Tsunoda. Yeah, the other Red Bull driver, Yuki Tsunoda, the guy who's going to be replaced by Isaac Hadjar next year, because he's pretty much useless. Even on lap 40, Verstappen is still not slowing down. Norris is trying to battle Leclerc for second again. Leclerc still manages to defend second from Norris, even when he's getting faster and faster. Even with him using DRS, he still can't get past Leclerc. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to pass even with DRS. Norris tries to get past him, but isn't successful at doing so. Dang it! Norris got past him. I really wanted Leclerc to finish second. With 2 to go, both Alpine drivers battle for 17th. On the final lap, all Verstappen has to do is take the win while having to deal with lap traffic. He also won the sprint race, by the way. Yes, Verstappen wins again! The battle for the Drivers' Championship is on! as expected, we get the driver interviews, driver talk in the cool-down room, and the winning driver's national anthem that plays in victory lane. Needless to say, this race gets an 8 out of 10. So worth it to see Verstappen on top again, especially when the McLaren boys have to watch out, because he might take the win in the not the Constructors' Championship, but the Drivers' Championship, the most important trophy in Formula 1. But I still want to see McLaren in second. Anyways, here's some bonus content for you. Recently, I haven't done much on the DVD recorder, but that's about to change because one of the games I've got planned to review this October is Ghostbusters. Alright, so time to turn on the DVD recorder. Brace yourselves, everyone. Yeah, it's on HDMI 1. Yeah, I had a disc in there for Ford Racing 3, because I was working on a video that never got finished, even to this day. It was a challenge run that involved me trying to beat Ford Racing 3 by, yep, you guessed it, using the weakest cars in the game. So, I get the disc. Yeah, I'm using a dual layer DVD instead of a single layer DVD, because the thing does accept dual layer discs. Yeah, so getting ready for the big event. Filming Ghostbusters. Well, not Ghostbusters, because Ghostbusters has already been filmed, but the Ghostbusters game review that I have planned. So put the disc in the DVD recorder, and we're off. Yeah, I like this DVD recorder. As long as if the Locust, that's a Dr. Nowhere creature, by the way, that's really terrifying, doesn't come out of this TV, it'll be fine. Yeah, I had to make that reference, by the way. So yeah, that's the update on progress for this year's Halloween video. Haven't done much, because, like I said, well, I don't know if I have said this before, but I ordered the Proton Pack, because it's going to be used as a prop for the video itself. So filming might take longer than usual, but don't worry, it's only one video. So there you go. Oh, it's formatting the disc because it's a dual layer DVD. So yeah. Good thing we got ready. But anyways, I have a surprise for you upstairs. So let's go take a look at it. Yep, that's right. I got a brand new, never opened PlayStation 1 game. Yeah, it's not too often you get to see one of these. Yeah, this is the Italian Job on the PlayStation 1, and as you can tell, it was released during the PS1's later years. Yeah, it was released in 2001, and by then, the PS2 had already come out. So, of course, it makes sense of why nobody bothered to buy this game. Or at least open it, because everyone was getting the PS2 back then. The PS2 had just released in 2000. But there were still some people that were buying PS1 games. I mean, we still got NASCAR games until, well, NASCAR games on the PlayStation 1 until 2003. With NASCAR Thunder 2004. And I've heard that there was going to be a PS1 version of NASCAR 2005 Chase for the Cup, but was cancelled. A GameCube version of NASCAR Thunder 2004 was also planned, but never released, sadly. which is a shame considering that it's one of the best NASCAR games of all time. But anyways, let's open this game up. Yeah, it's a brand new game. A brand new PS1. It's not like you ever see a brand new PS1 game. Heck, it even has the original hanger on it. Yeah, I'm hoping to review this game sometime, because I'm not sure how it is. Yeah, we got it out of the package. And there's also a DVD style plastic sticker on it. Yeah. It's literally never been opened. Yeah, this is the first time I ever got a brand new PS1 game. And like I said, it's released when the PS2 came out. Now let's open it up. There it is. Yeah. It's published by Rockstar. The Rockstar. The guys that made Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, there's also the SCI logo. In case you haven't known already, they're the guys that made the Carmageddon series. And they've also published Gender Wars. But we don't talk about Gender Wars around here. That game's no good. But Carmageddon is a great game. So yeah, it's not too likely you ever see a brand new PS1 game. There we go. Yeah, disc is mint. I don't know how good this game actually is. I'll have to find out. Yeah, two companies here are listed. And there's the manual. Yeah, which is the pain in the rectum pamphlet. Yeah, these things are always a pain in the rectum. Sometimes I get caught up in the clips. Yeah, it's got that new basement smell. There it is. There's the card. Yeah, I wonder if this will still be set to Rockstar. Yeah, and the manual itself has got a lot of good things. It's better. There's some controls. Yeah, it's still a brand new, never used and never opened PS1 game. And it seems that you drive cars besides the Mini Coopers in the movie itself. Gotta get that manual back in the case. Yeah, it's cool that I got a brand new PS1 game. So yeah, that's that. And as usual, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell just in case you haven't already done so. Sometime or someday in the future, I'll get around to reviewing this game. But for now, it's time to sign off. Catch you guys next time, and peace out.